I'm giving y'all a fair warning right now. If you are sensitive, you ain't gonna like this video because I'm sick of holding back. A lot of people are not gonna like this, but I'm sick of holding back. I'm sick of not saying what I really want to say. I'm sick and tired of keeping it clean. I can no longer keep it clean on here at all. I can no longer hold back the things that I really want to say. I can no longer say these things behind closed doors. I'm no longer keeping it clean. So, excuse my language, okay? But what's going on with President Trump is a bunch of bullshit. And I got one thing to say. These Democrats. Come on. Yeah, I said it. Every single last one of them. Because this shit that they are doing is absolutely insane. It is disgraceful. Our founding fathers are rolling over in their graves right now. Another indictment. Another indictment. For what? For what? What did he do? The only thing he ever did was say he was going to make this country great again. The only thing he ever did was put this country first. The only thing he ever did was expose these criminals for who they really are. And if they didn't steal the 2020 election, then they sure are acting guilty right now. If they didn't steal a damn thing, why are they acting like this? Huh? Because the way they are behaving is how guilty people behave when they have been caught. It's bullshit. And President Trump don't deserve it. You know who deserves this kind of treatment? Hillary Clinton. Oh, and I can go down the damn list. But I'm sick of it. Leave President Trump alone. And I'm telling you right now, we do not, please listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. We don't give a shit about these indictments. We don't give a damn. We voting for him. There's not a damn thing y'all can do about it. If you put him in jail, we still voting for the damn man. Because he's so damn good, he can make this country great again, even if his ass is in jail. He can do a better damn job than y'all. So leave my president, Donald J. Trump, the hell alone. Now take that to the bank.
Imagine if our feckless, worthless Republican leadership actually sounded like that. Imagine if they fought with that kind of passion, with that kind of clarity, that kind of fortitude. But no, instead, we're getting this pile of horse manure from the Republican Georgia Governor Brian Kemp. The 2020 election in Georgia was not stolen, you dummies. It wasn't stolen for nearly 3 years now. Anyone with evidence of fraud has failed to come forward under oath and prove anything in a court of law. Our elections in Georgia are secure, accessible, and fair and will continue to be as long as I am governor. That's a Republican. That's an effing that's your Republican leadership in Georgia. He lied, by the way. Robert Barnes reminded Kemp that Trump's Georgia election contest was, by law, required to be heard within 10 days of the election. Fulton County courts refused. Hence, Trump's election contest was never heard. Georgia also promised to produce signature matches and publish ballots, but reneged and did neither. But Kemp's feckless tweet raises an even deeper issue here, gang. Why would Democrats feel so much as a semblance of a need to cover up their corruption when they have a Republican leadership that's so willing to bend over backwards and always give them the benefit of the doubt? I'm going to say that again. Why on earth would the Democrats ever feel the need to have to cover up their corruption when they've got a Republican leadership so consistently willing to always give them the benefit of the doubt? Jack Posobiec had a great observation. Georgia's state legislature is Republican control, and they could shut this circus down tomorrow if they wanted, just like they could have matched those signatures if they wanted. But they won't. Are you paying attention yet? Now, I'm absolutely convinced of this, that the key to everything that's unfolding here is this. This is not happening to President Trump, these near 100 charges that have been leveled against him by Democrat prosecutors in 4 separate indictments. This is ultimately happening not because of what the Democrats are doing, but because of what Republicans are allowing. That's the key to understanding all of this here. Ultimately, all of this is happening not because of what the Democrats are doing, but because of what feckless Republicans are allowing. What you just heard from this rhino of a governor, Brian Kemp, is basically a confession. It's an admission. It's an admission that the Republican leadership actually wants this to happen. They want to take Trump out. And they're saying it openly. Listen to this gutless, vile former lieutenant governor of Georgia, Jeff Duncan.
This feels different. You know what? Donald Trump did his most damage in Georgia. He sucked the soul out of the Republican Party here. He sucked the morality out of the Republican Party, the fiscal responsibility out of the Republican Party. He sucked our winning percentage out of the Republican Party. He's taken everything from us, and it is our turn to take it back.
There you have it. Donald Trump took the Republican Party away from us, and this Georgia indictment is now our opportunity to take the Republican Party back. I mean, they're openly admitting it. Trump stole the party from them in 2016, and all of this is their way of getting the party back. But as we're going to see, the joke's on them. That feckless, pathetic rhino is about to find out that he could not possibly be more wrong. But first, gang, when was the last time you thought about where the money you pay to your phone bill actually goes? Did you know that in 2021, multiple major phone carriers donate over $10 million to far-left pro-LGBT causes? Most major carriers have almost perfect scores from the far-left Human Rights Commission, which measures these companies' commitment to promoting LGBT activism. Well, my fellow patriot, there is no need to despair. Patriot Mobile is a nationwide mobile phone service made by and for conservative Christian patriots. With 4G and 5G coverage in the majority of the United States, there's simply no reason to keep giving woke mobile your hard-earned dollars. Patriot Mobile offers up to $500 to buy you out of your current woke phone plan and join the parallel cellular economy. They offer a wide range of cellular and data plans, fantastic coverage nationwide, and support not just this channel, but the fight for faith, family, and freedom all across the USA. Click on that link in my description below and get free activation today with my code TurleyTalks. Click the link below or call 972-PATRIOT and boycott woke corporate America with me today. Back in 2010, pollster Scott Rasmussen and Doug Schoen published a study evidencing a major paradigm shift taking place among the American electorate. Rasmussen and Schoen found substantial data indicating that the old political divides between left versus right or liberal versus conservative were dying away. And a new political divide was noticeably redefining American politics, a divide between the people versus the political class, the ruled versus the rulers. Voters were increasingly rejecting the notion of Republican versus Democrat and instead seeing themselves as in direct conflict with politicians who were perceived as ruling for their own benefit at the expense of the constituents they supposedly represented. For example, back in 1964, 64% of the American electorate believed that the government was being run for the benefit of all. Today, that number has imploded to 19%. 8 in 10 Americans believe the government is run for the benefit of the rich and powerful. Now, what's so interesting is that as Rasmussen and Schoen were uncovering this paradigm shift here in the United States, British scholar Matthew Goodwin found virtually the exact same paradigm shift happening in Europe. Upwards of 80% of Europeans believe that their government and their politicians rule in accordance with their own values, interests, and concerns at the expense and the values, interests, and concerns of the people. And nothing, absolutely nothing is doing more to prove that divide than the utter fecklessness and worthlessness of the Republican leadership in the face of these indictments. Republicans like Mike Davis are wondering, hey, Dear House Republicans, Democrat prosecutors and other politicians have forced Trump's aides and supporters and many other conservatives to spend a lot of money on lawyers. Where the hell are your impeachment inquiries of Biden and Garland? Where the hell are your subpoenas? Charlie Cook is asking the same thing. Republicans did nothing about Bill Clinton flying to islands with minors. Republicans did nothing about Hillary Clinton smashing devices. Republicans did nothing about James Comey brazenly lying. Republicans did nothing about Andy McCabe plotting a silent coup against the sitting president. Republicans did nothing about BLM raising $100 million and breaking charitable giving laws. Republicans in Florida did nothing about James Biden's alleged fraud scheme involving a hospital system. Republicans in Arkansas did nothing about Hunter Biden's myriad crimes. Republicans have done nothing against Antifa and their interstate RICO operations. Republicans have done nothing against Fauci, EcoHealth Alliance, or the other fake scientists who promote lies about COVID's origins to hide their own culpability. Why would Democrats be afraid of us? They run the country while Republican AGs and DAs quiver in fear and run for the hills. And that's absolutely spot on. The very fact that the Republican leadership refuses to fight ultimately admits that they are on the same team with the Democrat leadership. When all is said and done, McCarthy, McConnell, they're on the same team as Pelosi and Schumer. They're all equal beneficiaries of the permanent political class. And they are working together to stop the one man above all who is poised to shatter their world. Hey, gang, I know what it's like to feel alone out there in these turbulent times, but I broke free. If you too have been looking for a community with like-minded patriots who are serious about resisting globalism, building a parallel economy, and having intelligent and deep fellowship on a regular basis, then you've come to the right place. In my Courageous Patriot Insiders community, we're building a close-knit movement of, by, and for patriots who are breaking free from the outrage and despair cycles of the mainstream media and taking on the fight against globalism. Every week, I deep dive into the content I can't share on big tech and give you the cliff notes on the truth of how patriots just like you are building up their communities, starting patriot businesses, and fighting the woke in both public and private. All with a few history and political lessons from yours truly, of course. If you want to stop feeling alone as a patriot and stand together with this fast-growing community, be sure to click on the link in the description below. Don't wait. Join me and my Patriot Coalition today, and let's get fighting.